Hello, welcome to Move to Japan, and this video, as you all know, I'm Nathan, the creator and host, and today, as you can probably guess from the title of the video, we are talking about when Japan are going to be letting tourists back into the country. Now, it's been about 2 years since they started stopped allowing people to go to Japan as tourists, obviously because of COVID, coronavirus, whatever you want to call it, and that's completely understandable. But now, kind of on the back end of that, 2 years after all that started, Japan have been really slow in opening the borders to tourists, and they were quite slow in opening the borders to other people as well, for other reasons, whether it's students or business or other reasons as well. They opened the border for these other people, these other reasons, on the 1st of March 2022, which is a couple of months ago now. And speaking to a couple of people who have moved to it and to engage with people on Twitter and so on, for a lot of people that was a really difficult transition to Japan. The amount of forms they had to fill in, the amount of costs, the amount of frustration that people felt about the whole process of moving to Japan during March, April, May 2022 became very frustrating for a lot of people. It was really difficult. I guess there was a big backlog of applications and paperwork that needed to be done. Extra things needed to be paid for, like maybe COVID tests or extra forms needed to be filled in. And with all these thousands upon thousands of people now going to Japan for studying, for business, for whatever reason, I guess the Japanese authorities, the people who deal with these, the Home Office or the embassies or whatever, the people who deal with all these forms, with all these people moving to Japan and dealing with Japan business and so on, they must have been probably really inundated with the amount of work they all of a sudden had. They have kind of 2 years of nothing, then all of a sudden a lot of work going straight back into a really busy, hectic period of sorting all these forms out and making sure people are okay to come to Japan and have everything they need, and to make sure everything's sorted before they come to Japan. So I guess staggering it kind of makes sense, having to deal with all that big backlog, all that busyness, without having the tourists, having to deal with the tourist visas and so on. Kind of makes sense in a way, but they still are a good few months behind a lot of other nations in opening their borders to business, students, and especially tourists. Where I know there's talk, when I've been looking on the computer here, just behind me, there's talk of Japan opening their borders to the G7 nations. Was it the UK, US, Canada, Germany, France? Obviously Japan is the other one. I can't remember what the 7th one is. I've been racking my brains. I sort of Google it before coming on camera, really. But opening their borders in June 2022. So, I mean, I'm recording this on the 23rd of May 2022. So it might not be long now before they let at least the G7 nations in as tourists. But then why let them in, where you can get a lot of people from the US and the UK and all these G7 nations in? Why not the other nations as well? Why not every other European nation? Why not other nations as well who will have to go and see Japan? So it's kind of just slow, we all want to go to Japan. I'm waiting, obviously, but I know there's a lot of you that watch this channel, and a lot of friends I have that love Japan as well, podcasts and YouTubers that want to go to Japan, or they're based in Japan and they haven't seen their friends and family for a couple of years, and they kind of want the people to come over and experience Japan again, and they just can't. They just haven't been able to do it. And I know recently there's been Chris Broad of Abroad in Japan. He's recently, for the first time in 2 years, come back to the UK and seen his family in person. I think at the time of recording this video, he's back in the UK for the first time in a couple of years. He hasn't been allowed to come back. Well, he's been allowed to come back, but then he wouldn't be allowed back in Japan, where he lives and makes his living and so on. So it's been difficult for people in Japan as well as us outside Japan who really want to go to Japan and experience it for what an amazing place Japan is. Such a unique culture and country. So yeah, I can't wait to get there again. I loved it, even just for them 5-6 days I was there in 2018 in Tokyo. I absolutely love the place, and I can't wait to get back there and actually live there and experience it, what it's like day by day. And I really hope I can get into my favourite city in Fukuoka, down in Kyushu. It seems like a really lovely city, not too big. Nice seaside town, really pretty, good nightlife, all that type of stuff as well. So I can't wait to get there again and experience Japan for what it is. And I hope soon they'll open their borders again to everyone, not just the G7 or to students and business people, and yeah, get that yen strong again and get all them bars and clubs and restaurants and tourist hotspots that were bustling and making a lot of money for Japan pre-COVID, and getting them making money again. I mean, there's been a lot of tourist hotspots that have closed down in the last couple of years, like that Sega building in Akihabara in Tokyo, the robot restaurant in Shibuya closed down, and loads of other places have closed down because they relied so much on tourists going to them that they just haven't been able to make money. It's not somewhere the Japanese people would go to, and understandable. Why would you go to this tourist place? It's the same for me in the UK. I don't go to the places necessarily that the tourist would go to. I wouldn't take pictures of things that a tourist would do. So exactly the same thing in Japan. Why would they go to the tourist hotspots unless you work there or do it for a living or have an interest in speaking and mingling with tourists? It wouldn't make any sense otherwise at all. So yeah, so it's definitely damaged the Japanese economy and businesses and so on, especially in the main tourist areas like Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, Hokkaido maybe, and loads of other places that just relies so much on tourism that they just haven't been able to survive the last couple of years. And you just need the Japanese government to say, yeah, let's open our borders on this date, have some insurance, have some guarantees that on this particular date, on this particular day, we're going to open our borders to tourists. So then these bars and clubs that have been closed or can reopen and prepare themselves for the influx of tourism and make their money back and get back on their feet. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of what the video I wanted to be about today, is basically talking about that the tourist issues going to Japan. I know there's been a lot of other videos about it, and there's been a big talking point the last few months or whatever on YouTube and Twitter and social media in general. So I wanted to do a quick video on it myself and kind of vent my frustration of Japan not opening the tourism borders and being a pain in the arse when it came to the students and the business work visas and other visas as well. So I wanted to share your opinions and give you support that we want to go to Japan and have it be made as easy as possible to get there without all this frustration and expense and long drawn out stuff. And we just want to go to Japan and experience it for what an amazing country it is, like I've said. So yeah, I mean, let me know what you think about this tourism issue with Japan. Why aren't they opening the borders and stuff? In the comments, let us know what do you think, and about the whole situation. Do you want to go to Japan? What part of Japan do you want to go to? Let's have some conversations in the comments and have a chat about it a little bit. And I'm sure you follow me on the social media and stuff as well, the Twitter, Instagram, and my Facebook page as well. Follow on them and you can have a conversation on them as well. I haven't been engaging as much with them recently because I now got the 2 channels. But yeah, have a chat with me somewhere. Send me a tweet, send me a message, leave me a comment on this video or whatever, or a post, and let me know what you think about the whole situation. Maybe you know more information than me and you can enlighten me and the other viewers of situations happening with Japan opening their borders to tourism and other things. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and if you haven't already, if you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed my other channels and you love Japan like me, and maybe you want to know more about moving to Japan and all things Japan, click that subscribe button, and then you won't miss out on any other videos that I will be posting. And click that thumbs up button as well, that helps a lot with my videos getting in front of more people, so I get more views, so I get more success from the channel, really, so it gets seen by more people, and I get much more motivated then to do more videos, to do better videos, and keep it going, because I've kind of lost a little bit of motivation recently, which is why I posted the promise video just recently, promising that I would make at least 1 video a week and one main video a month about the core subject of the channel. So yeah, give me a subscribe, give me a like, give me some comments, share it with all your friends and so on. And thanks for watching, guys, really appreciate it, and hope you have a great day or evening, and we'll speak in the next video or on social media. Thanks for watching, see you soon.